Hello everyone. Okay, we're back at the magic shop, and we were talking with Keapon Laffin, and I think I'm just about done with him. I played his stupid game, and Irby pointed out that for magic users, the game is actually, it can be kind of important, because honestly, the charged up Force Bolt spell can actually be useful for a character who actually relies on magic for combat, and since magic users do rely on magic a lot, it can actually be very useful for building up your magic skill because you get free mana. If you beat the game, if you keep beating the game, then Keapon Laffin just gives you free mana. So, fair enough, I understand for some people it could be very useful, but I don't like the game. I just find it annoying, and I find Keapon Laffin very annoying. One thing that you do want to do when you're talking to Keapon Laffin also is ask him about air, simply because you're supposed to get points for it, but I don't get points for it, so I'm not sure. I can't even remember if I asked him about it in the last video. I don't think I did. I don't seem to recall asking him about it in the last video, so what do I know? I'm confused, man. I'm all mixed up. I don't even know what's going on anymore, so I'm just gonna say goodbye. Look at this. I don't even have an option to thank him. Even though he doesn't deserve my thanks, I'm gonna thank him because I am trying to be nice. This means you're welcome. Alright, goodbye. This means goodbye, come back soon. I hope I don't, except I probably will because I'll probably need to talk to him again. This means if you'd like to know more about magic, you can see Aziza. This means be careful though because she's testy. Well, I guess, okay, watch out, she's testy though. You can, yeah, I guess that's a reasonably normal thing to say. This means goodbye. We are the same. Well, they look the same. This means goodbye, even though he already said that, and see you soon because I like you. The feeling's not mutual! Oh my goodness, I hope I never see that. Seriously, if it were possible to kill Keapon Laffin, I would. But since it's not possible, I just try to avoid him as much as possible. I used to want you dead, but now I only want you gone. Good day. A most pleasant one for those such as myself who like the heat, although most humans might find it hot. Simba here is more like a lion. He's having a wonderful time. Alright. I'm not going to talk to Rakesh because I don't think he has anything new to say. And, yes, Portal 2 is awesome. I just finished it today. It is fantastic. I seriously want to marry Gladys. I'm not even joking. If it were possible to marry an AI, I would. It's just like, totally awesome, yeah. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm trying to find WIT. I figure I might as well go ahead and cover it in this video since there's not much else going on. I mean, what time is it? It's midday on day 3. I don't really have anything special that I need to do. I mean, there are a couple of little minor quests and things that you can go on now, but let's go ahead and just, let me show you what you're supposed to do. If you're a magic user, you're supposed to use Detect Magic, which I think is this spell, yeah. And when you cast it, it shows you these little arrows that flash in the street, and that's exactly like in the original game. The arrows show up and they show you the direction to go toward to get to WIT. But I know where it is, so I'll just follow it on the map. There's no need to actually do that. If you are a magic user, you want to make sure you cast Detect Magic at least once on the streets like this because you get points for doing so. But since I'm not actually an actual magic user character, I'm just a fighter who happens to have magical ability, there's really no benefit to doing it. If you know where WIT is, you can just walk straight there. Let's see. Oh, I did also want to remember to turn the music volume back up now that I'm out of the magic shop. I don't think the music was that loud there, but I wanted to turn it down just a little bit just so I would be a little bit more audible, but I think it actually didn't turn out that badly anyway. Speaking of sound volume, some people have mentioned that my voice is still a little quiet in these videos, that overall the volume on these videos could be turned up a little bit. I'm afraid I can't make my voice any louder. I actually have my microphone volume turned up on this PC as loud as it can go. On this PC I don't have the microphone boost option, so unfortunately I can't boost my mic, so I already have it at maximum volume. It doesn't really get much louder than this, I'm afraid. I'm trying to I have my mouth right in front of the microphone. You can probably tell because you can occasionally hear the little puffs. Power Avenue, huh? You occasionally hear the, kind of that sound from me speaking too closely and kind of blowing air onto the microphone, but it's still, I'm trying to I'm trying to minimize that, but still it happens occasionally. But yeah, my mouth is literally right in front of the microphone, so I don't think I can make it much louder than this. I apologize. Alright, so what, let's see, what do we want to do here? Let's take a look at this graffiti on the wall. So this dead end looks much like the other streets of Shapir, but you feel a very slight tingling feeling, almost beyond the limits of sensation. I was actually trying to look at this graffiti. Here we go. Those who turn onto the dark, starry path will face great peril. Okay. So what you actually want to do here, I'm pretty sure I have enough mana. Yeah, as long as I don't waste it, I'm pretty sure I'll have enough mana to do the whole WIT sequence. Ideally, you'd probably want to bring along a few mana pills, but I'm at full mana, and since I don't plan on wasting any magic, I'm pretty sure I should be fine. So a door appears, and let's go ahead and I think we just, can we listen at the door? You hear a faint magical swirling sound coming from beyond this door. What does the magical swirling sound like, I wonder? I guess like the sound of him casting the detect magic spell. Alright, can we knock on the door? There's no answer. You just have to open it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Duh. I'm forgetting everything. Oh my goodness, I'm an idiot. Yeah, you have to cast the open spell at the door. That's the magical way to open it. There we go. Wow, that swirly portal is pretty awesome. Alright. I'm sorry, I know some people like me to read these screens very thoroughly. I'm going to kind of breeze through this a little bit because I already did WIT once, and it's really not much different at all. It's almost exactly the same, so I'm not going to dwell on it too much. I'm just going to kind of breeze through it. You're on a path carved of ivory, the walls seem to be carved of marble, everything looks very nice, very opulent, very ornate. Between the walls and the path there's a gap, there's total darkness when you look down, and when you look up you see the same limitless black. You have a funny feeling you aren't in Shapir anymore, Toto. You have been walking through halls hung with the portraits of many wizards. At last you come to some pictures that you recognize. You hear several voices. Who are you that enters the lofty portals of the Wizards' Institute of Technossery? And yes, you should probably give the right answers here. So, my name is Lightblight. Why have you sought to enter into the Wizards' Institute of Technossery? Well, because I want to be a wizard. And who do you call upon to be your sponsor and mentor? Let's go ahead and save the game real quick, because there's one interesting thing that they added for the remake. If you look at all these portraits, they're all the same people. Here's Merlin. He doesn't look anything like Sam Neill. Okay, whatever. This is Irana. There's Erasmus. Zara from Quest for Glory 1. This is out of East, although it doesn't... I don't think you can... Actually... Yeah, you can sort of see his name at the bottom there. I don't think you can see it very well in the original game, but here it's maybe a little bit clearer, although it doesn't give his name. This is Aziza, and that's Harry Houdini. But this one is totally black. And you might just think, well, you know, what's even the plaque at the bottom that usually has the name for these other people is blank, so you might think it's just maybe reserved for a future wizard, maybe yourself. And maybe it is, I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be reserved for you, but if you speak, you can... Here's the thing that they added in the remake. You can say, Dark Master. And those of you who have played Quest for Glory 4, or seen somebody else play Quest for Glory 4, may have some idea of who this is, or at least what this is referencing. But if you choose that to be your that person to be your sponsor, impertinence. Is it ignorance or folly behind that decision? Are you aware of who you are requesting to train you? The one you are referring to has been exiled from the Wizards' Institute of Technossery and will not be able to train you here. Do you abide with your decision? And I guess if you say no, you can choose a different sponsor, but what happens if you choose yes and stick to your guns? If you are truly so eager to practice the forbidden arts, go ahead and seek out this individual on your own. You are no longer welcome here. Go! I only want you gone. Alright, apparently you're now in the land where this mysterious magician resides, and indeed we are. This screen should look familiar to you if you've seen Quest for Glory 4. It seems the wizards of WIT didn't really go out of their way to pick a pleasant place for you to appear. Oh no! Oh, there are creepy hens reaching out for me. In fact, they may very well have chosen the worst landing spot. Day. With your current skills, there's no way you can survive in a hostile environment like this. Now you know why Quest for Glory 3 didn't take place here. Yeah, so this is the swamp from Quest for Glory 4. I'm not sure that this is entirely true. I mean, with your current skills, you could build up your skills. I mean, basically to survive in the swamp, all you have to do is just walk through it. You just need the strength to walk through the swampy water, but obviously they didn't include Quest for Glory 4 as an Easter egg in this game. It's not like Maniac Mansion 2, where they included the entire original Maniac Mansion in the game, because that would have just been silly. That would have been too much game to include in a fan-made game like this. The person, of course, that you're supposed to choose is Erasmus, and there's a moment of silence. Do you really want such a whimsical person for your wizard? Oh, but Erasmus is so silly. We don't like him. Alright, Erasmus, do you accept Late Blight to be your initiate? Let me see. Late Blight. Ah, yes, the young hero was so bright. And Fenris makes fun of Erasmus as usual. Yes, yes. And Erasmus accepts us. That's great. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Shut up, Erasmus. Ouch, my forehead. Didn't he say ouch my nose in the original game? I seem to recall that. So the perspective here is a little bit different. In the original game, you just saw your head here at the bottom. You didn't see your entire character's body on the left-hand side there. But it doesn't really matter. The principle is the same. You cast Detect Magic to see which bell shimmers. This one shimmers a little bit, so then you cast Fetch on it, and that causes it to land on that pillar there. And then you cast Trigger, and that sets it off. Ooh, I can't whistle. There we go. Very good, Late Blight. Yes, you have shown yourself capable. Before you can be considered true wizard, you must pass the trial of initiation. I warn you, this test is very difficult. Say no more. Okay, good luck. Promises, you'd say no more. Good luck. Ouch, my forehead again. Alright, at this point in time, if you didn't have all the spells you would need, they would kick you out and say come back when you have all the spells. But we have all the spells in the game except for the reversal spell, which will win when we finish this challenge. So they say, are you ready? And of course you want to answer yes. You find yourself walking on a narrow pathway leading to the edge of infinity. You hear only your own footsteps. You must now stand into the wind. Alright, that sounds great. This looks like a good place to save my game. Air trial. And we will face this spinning staff in the next video. I'll see you then, folks. Bye-bye for now.